In this video, we will learn about the nanofertilizers. This topic is relevant for the GS paper 4, Science and Technology, and the questions can be asked in prelims, and the concept which we are going to learn now can be quoted in the essay and in the ethics topics also. So let us jump into the concept. Nanofertilizers. What are these nanofertilizers? So as the name itself says nano, it is in the size of the particles of the fertilizer are in the sizes of 1 to 100 nanometers, at least in one dimension. So a particle will have multiple dimensions. So at least in one dimension, if the size is in the range of 1 to 100 nanometers, it comes under the category of nanofertilizers. So you can visualize it in a different way, and we can have a different explanation regarding the size and all in a visualistic way in another video. For somehow, in order to eliminate the MCQs and to find the right answer and to understand the concept, we are giving a valuable details here. So how are these can be manufactured? They can be manufactured through mechanical and biochemical process. So not just only mechanical. These are manufactured through multiple processes, combined processes. Okay, mechanical process like grinding, crushing of what? Biochemical elements. So, a biochemical process and a mechanical process is both involved. And these are also extracts of the botanical, microbial, or animal origin. And they are manufactured through chemical, physical, mechanical, and biological methods. So don't go into this because these are technical details which won't be asked in the UPSC exam. So it will be not a return of investment on spending any time on this kind of a in-depth analytics. Okay, so they can be manufactured either through the top-down or bottom-up approach. So what are the benefits? So availability and absorption is manifold. It means it is very effective. So what are these manifold? We will keep discussing, and it requires less than the conventional urea. So what is that? So a bag of urea which is of 20 kgs is required, for example, for 2 hectares. But we can achieve the same result what a 20 kg bag of urea will achieve through 500 ml. That is a simple jug of liquid urea, which is a nano urea, which is recently been manufactured by the IFCO. IFCO is a cooperative of uh, IFCO is an organization that is set up by the cooperatives. Okay. So benefit is it requires less than conventional, and it is dynamic and it has dynamic, physical and chemical properties. So because of this dynamism, it will be easily absorbed, and they doesn't need to absorb at the root level. They can be applied at the plant leaves level or exposed parts like stem, stomata. Okay, and these nanoparticles they will be absorbed rapidly and instantly. So you don't need to wait for too long. You can apply and the results will be very instant. It increases the instant availability of nutrients to growing plants. So what are the advantages of all these things? Because of this, increases the chlorophyll formation, rate of photosynthesis, dry matter production, the overall growth and yield of the plant produce will be increased because of this nanofertilizers. And there will be certain drawbacks for everything. So what are the drawbacks of this? Higher cost of production, because for now the cost of production is not at a mass scale, and there are no multiple technologies available. So definitely it will be higher cost of production, and because of this there is a limited availability of these fertilizers. There is no standard formula yet. So different processes exist. Because of this, lot of fake products are also in circulation. So in order to and also avoiding all these things, the IFCO, which is a cooperative organization set up in 1967, whose main core idea or the core process, the core objective of the IFCO is manufacturing and selling of fertilizers to Indian farmers, and They do this for the welfare of the Indian farmers. Their objective is to increase the wealth and the income of the Indian farmers. And it is an amalgamation of the 36,000 cooperatives. More than 36,000 cooperatives are owners of this cooperative. IFFCO itself is a cooperative. Indian Farmers Fertilizers Cooperative Limited, amalgamation of cooperatives. They some are involved in the fertilizer manufacture, some are involved in the other businesses also, like lending and all. But it is owned by the cooperatives. So this IFFCO, which has a grand and a great trust among the Indian farmers, has done some research and they have introduced first nano urea, which is in a liquid form for the benefit of the world's farmers. And what does it will do? It will reduces the 50% application of the urea and it is 80% effective. And even a half liter of the urea bottle is equivalent to 20 kg of bag, which I have already discussed. And the yield also has increased 8%. See, and it has already been tested across 94 crops. So, just for a normal application, it has increased 8% increase in the yield with very less amount of cost. Though nano urea or nano fertilizers are cost, but this nano urea, the technology they have used, has been allowed them to manufacture or produce it at a very less cost. At a very less cost, cheaper than the conventional urea, and it has been used and has increased the produce. So if we keep on increasing and using these urea, it will also good for environment and reduces the climate change. And it also reduces the lodging effect. What is the lodging effect? It is the bending of the stems near the ground level. For example, a rice crop. You might have seen a rice crop, and the rice crop, if the stem near the ground is bended, it is called lodging effect. What it will happen? Because what are the effects? It will reduces the yield of the crop. Okay, and it increases the balanced nutrition. Why? That is nano urea increases the balanced nutrition because you don't need to apply at bulk like other fertilizers on the conventional application of fertilizers. You can apply very minute or very less amount because it works instantly. Okay, and you can even apply at the exposed parts. You don't need to apply at the root level. So we don't need to do the tilling and it reduces the carbon release also. It is very good for the environment. So this is about nano fertilizers. If you have any doubt and if you want any particular video on any particular topic, please let us know in the comments. We will make videos. Thank you so much.